Hello friends and welcome back for another video. So today I wanted to do a video about intuitive eating, and I wanted to do a video about the fact that it's been a month that I started this new way of life and how it changed my relationship with food and body. So how did it start and how I learned about it? So if you saw my last videos, I told you that I see a therapist, not a shrimp, but someone who is more about the fluid in the body. And the first time she saw me, I talked to her about all the challenges in my life. One of the things that I said is that I really struggle with my body. I don't have a lot of confidence and it's not possible for me to lose weight. I started a lot of new diets and I tried to do some exercise, but anytime it lasted like a week, and after that I ended up eating anything and everything. And that's when she talked to me about intuitive eating and that I needed to read one of the books about it, but you know, there was the move here and I thought that, I don't know what I felt, but it's something that I had been thinking about for a long time, but I hadn't necessarily taken the plunge. And finally in February I received the book and it was a small revolution. What is intuitive eating? To make it simple, it's basically about eating what you want, when you want, but by respecting your fullness, your hunger, and respecting your body's signals. That means you stop eating when you're full and you eat whatever you want without substituting it with something that is better or healthier. So if you crave this, you eat this. And you don't eat a healthy, non-sugary, non-dairy, all these things, crackers. It's ultimately an anti-diet because you don't deprive yourself of anything. You eat everything you want, whether it's good for your health or not. You don't do endless exercises to burn calories. Exercise helps you to feel better, but it's not there for you to count calories. So I will talk about my weight gain. So I think it started when I was 15 because I stopped doing some sports. It was a really complicated part of my life. I started to compensate with food. And I had some really long studies, really complicated, and because of that I also compensate with food. And I'm an emotional eater. When I need to celebrate something, I will eat something really fun and not really healthy. And when I have a bad day, I also try to compensate with food, with comfort food. So I'm really I'm really an emotional eater, and with this really complicated part of my life and studies, I gained like 10 kilos or more in 10 years. So it's not a lot, and actually it's normal, but when you see all the girls with the perfect body on social media, it's really difficult to not compare yourself and you don't have the same body as hers, because you know they are not really healthy actually, because when you go deep down you realize that they haven't their periods or that they struggle with eating and this kind of things, but you know you don't see that at first, and you start to compare your bodies to hers, and you know it's really difficult. So I think that I started to have restrictions with my food when I was 15 because I really gained some weight back there, and when I think it's been 5 years, I started Weight Watchers, and I think that it's one of the most effective ways to lose weight, and I think that it's the less harmful for your body, but actually it is, because you're not listening to your body signals, you're always counting your points, even if you're full, even if you're hungry or these kind of things, and counting your points is like counting your calories. And intuitive eating is the opposite of that. You're not counting your calories, you're always listening to your body. So yeah, I wanted to fit into a 34 or 36 pants. I don't know the size in the US or in the UK or whatever, but it's a small size. I'm about, I think it's size 10 in the UK. I'm about 10 or 12, and it's okay, it's the normal person out there, but you know, for most of them it's really difficult to find ways to dress and to be really confident about how we dressed. So the Weight Watcher, I tried to do it for like 1 or 2 months, and I lose some weight, and I think that I didn't gain weight after that, but you know, it wasn't sufficient for me, so I started other diets to lose weight. I wanted to go to the gym really often just to burn calories, and you know, I started this diet about cutting your carbohydrate or to eat a lot of proteins. You know, you lose a little bit of weight, like 1 or 2 kilos, and after that you regain your kilos back. And you know, I was in this kind of mindset when I had a special event. I would buy clothes that is smaller so that it will fit and I will lose weight for these events, but you know, it didn't work. I had a ton of outfit clothes that didn't fit at this time, and I tried as much as possible to sell them because it's not great for your mental health. But I have some of these clothes just in case even if it's not really a mindset of intuitive eaters, but I love these clothes so much I don't want to get rid of them, and you know about that, it's okay. I made peace with that. And yeah, I was this kind of girl who just bought clothes that didn't fit because I thought that I would be motivated to lose weight to fit into these clothes. And you know, at the beginning of this year I started to go to the gym way often, and I saw this in my body and in my body masses. But you know, we are so obsessed with the scale that even if our body masses changed, we are not happy about the fact that we have the same weight than before. And I was completely obsessed about that. I thought that if I didn't lose weight, my life would be a nightmare. You know, all these kind of thoughts that are not really relevant and they're wasting your time. And you know, I love food. I love eating. We are in France. We have a ton of really great food. Yeah, I love some cookies. I love this kind of thing. And I thought by having this kind of products in my house, I will gain weight like directly. Another fact is that I thought that if I wasn't sweating enough during a workout, it didn't count. And actually it's because of everything that you see on Instagram or TikTok about all these girls doing exercise every single day, 40-minute workout, HIIT workout, all these kind of things, and you are all sweaty up after that. And actually it's not true. When you start to not exercise but reintroduce some movement in your life, you're not particularly sweating. For example, if you walk for 1 hour at a fast pace, you're not particularly sweating, but it counts as movement. When you do some yoga or some Pilates, it's possible that you're not sweating a lot, but it's also exercise, it's also movement. And actually, every movement that you can reintroduce or can incorporate in your life is great for your mental health too. So intuitive eating is really for people who want to make peace with their body and with food, and for people who are in this vicious cycle for really too long, and it's all about, oh, I will try this last diet to see if it works, but it didn't work because, you know, it doesn't work. And, you know, we need to stop conforming to diet and conforming to a certain body type. We see more and more people talking about body positive, and I think it's really great. We see a lot of people out there with different bodies and different mindset, and I think it's really great. We need to change how we perceive our bodies, and we need to stop judging others about their weight. We need to stop judging others because they are overeating or because they decide something different for their lives. So yeah, we need to take pleasure when we are eating, we need to take pleasure when we are exercising, and we need to banish the scale. And let me tell you, it's really complicated every day when you're in this mindset of dieting for a really long time. And I have to be honest, I scaled myself 2 or 3 times during this month, and because I thought that if I listen to my body and I eat whenever I want, I will gain weight, but I will also lose weight, because I noticed that I eat way less during my meal time, but I had more snacks during the day. So when I started to read this book, and I just finished it last night, I also started to unfollow all the people on social media that promote diets and promote healthy way to live. It can be diets with food, it can be too much exercising, it can be way of life that are not aligned with my values, like you need to be productive 24/7 or these kind of things. And oh my god, it's so great. And another thing that I did was to follow people who are intuitive eaters and who are really interested in this concept. There are 2 in particular on TikTok that are really great. The number one is Sarah Randall. She do some videos about movement, mobility, and also intuitive eating, and she's fantastic. This girl is fantastic. And another one is I don't know her name. I will put her TikTok here. Her TikTok is Wholesome Chick Nutrition. I don't know her name actually, but she's great, and she talk about non-diet eating disorder and this kind of things. And if you're interested in intuitive eating, you need to follow them. So as I told you, I tried to reintroduce some things in my life, some foods in my home that I thought that it would be really difficult to not snacking, eating the whole pack in 5 minutes, like this one that I love, and some Doritos. And you know, it's been like I think it's been like 15 days that we have this pack, and it's not finished yet. And my boyfriend is not really into intuitive eating. He eats everything that is in the house, so it's not really my fault that it's half full. And you know what was really difficult for me during this month is to relearn to eat. Because when I was little, I used to be told to finish my plate, because even if I was really full, because it was a waste. And now I try to just listen to my body and to eat and not be full, really full, like full when you're ill of fullness, and to, you know, just, even if it's for 3 or 4 pastas, to put everything in a Tupperware in the fridge. It's clear not perfect, and it's a journey like everything else, and it's difficult to not be on Instagram and TikTok and not be bombarded with messages about diets or fitness that you absolutely need to do, or these kind of things. And it's really difficult to not scale yourself and to tell you, oh my god, I will eat these cookies and my diet is finished, because you're not on diet anymore. So yeah, I'm really glad. It's really something that changed my life, and it's for the better. And if you're really interested in this, even if you're just interested in this, you have this book. I will put a photo here. It's Intuitive Eating. It's a really great book, and I think that it helps you to really learn to eat. Even if it's not perfect, you can try, and you will see that you shut down all your body signals for too long. So if it's something that really interests you and you have some question about that, I will be really glad to answer them. So send me a message or reply in the comments. But guys, it can really change your life. I will end up this video here. For sure I will do some videos about that, about my feelings, and maybe an update when it will be 6 months or even a year. I will see, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye friends.